is the kingdom of God, and His righteousness, and all things shall be added to you. Oh my God, I hope my settings are good. I'm not gonna wait for anybody. I'm just gonna drop off a quick video and get out of here. Yeah. Kindly help me share. Please drop a comment and let me know where you are watching from. Hi, Henry. Yeah, hi, Henry. Hi. You are just on time. Hi. Hello, my brother. How are you? Good to see you, Henry. Good to see you. Yeah. Your mother has been a very great source of inspiration. It's not even funny. I've fallen in love with your mom. Yeah, ambia Madhe Maze, she's been a blessing to me. No kidding. Yeah, she's such a blessing. So guys, I'm gonna share this on my page. I'm gonna do this and share it on my page. And then I'm gonna start. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to do this video. It's gonna take about 5 minutes to do this video. I see 3 people are watching. Anna Ngure, hi. Hi, Anne. How are you? Always supporting me. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. Yeah, people have been asking me questions about the US, and I want to share some information. Nataka kushare hiyo information. So if you have a question, just drop it there. I might not spend as much time. I might not spend as much time. Good to see you, Anne. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, yeah. Good to see you. Let me share this on my page. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna share this on my page. Please share if you're able to. Yeah, we on my YouTube. Yeah, yeah, guys. I'm sharing this on my page. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let me put a caption here. Yeah. Yeah, let me put a caption here. Yeah. So guys, yeah, anyway, let me go ahead and start. Hi Anne, good to see you. Yeah, so mimi huwa singoji watu waingie. I just flow with the flow. I just flow with the flow. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I hope you can hear me well. Yeah, so people have been asking me, Anne, and I'm glad you're here because you're here. You and I live in the US, so you can correct me mahali nitapotea kidogo because I don't want to share the wrong information. I really don't want to share the wrong information. Nataka kupatiana accurate information. So guys, yeah, so um I got asked a question. So mtu apply green card, what is the process and what happens? What's the process now? I don't have the full detail from Kenya, how it happens in Kenya. I don't have the full detail because maybe I came in, like I came to over 20 years ago. So sijui ni nini naendeleanga. But I know that this thing, this lottery program happens in the month of November. Wakati tulikuwa tunakuja, hii program ilikuwa inafanyiwa in the month of October. Yeah? Oh my God. My husband. Sorry. So it used to happen in October. Now it happens in November. Okay? So it happens once a year whereby the US government releases 55,000 visas worldwide. There's 55,000 visas that zinakuanga kama ni lottery ama karata. So you fill in this application, you follow the rules and fill in, alafu inaenda mahali, inaenda kwa consulate centers in the USA, and then kuna machine ina pick random numbers. When it picks up random numbers, then you're declared a winner. I believe they notify you via email. When we were coming, they would send a letter. They would send a certified letter to tell you that you have won the green card, depending on the PO box address yenye ulipatiana. But now I hear they send an email, and I stand to be corrected. So once you receive that, I am assuming, or rather how my dad did it, is that he had already contacted, I don't know why my accent is, let me call him and find out what's going on. Oh my God, let me call him and find out what's going on. Yeah, he's really, just a minute, guys. Hello, unasema nini? Niko huku chini nakuja. Give me another 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, it's time for family devotion. Anyway, I'm not going to take too long. So now you receive the letter or the notification to tell you that you've won the green card. Once you receive that, before you receive that, or rather when you are applying for the green card, you have already contacted a family member or a friend in the USA. Mahali utaenda kuishi. You can't apply for a green card without an address. And I think that's where people fail. You have to fill in an address ya mahali ambapo unaenda kuishi. Okay? So you contact, say for instance, you contact somebody, a friend or a family member in say for instance, Boston or Seattle or wherever it is. Unamwambia, hey, I want to come to the USA na nimecheza hii lottery. And yeah, would you host me if I win? Na huyu mtu anasema, yes, I would host you. So anasema unaweza tumia information yake. All right. So then when you win this green card, now you start the process. I don't remember how much money people pay, but there's a lot of money to be paid. There's also the qualification. You have to have a form for, you have to have a form for living certificate or something. Lazima the applicant awe amesoma mpaka form 4. Huwezi kuwa hujasoma mpaka form 4 alafu upate hiyo kitu. You can never get it. You have to have an equivalent of a high school diploma in order for you to get that green card. I don't know if the rules have changed. I'm giving away the old rules. That is what used to happen when you were coming. So you have to have, and it don't matter whether you failed in high school, but as long as ulifika form 4, you qualify to get that green card. Okay? Haya. So then, umepata hiyo green card, umeenda, there is a medical, unaenda unafanywa medical, and they have their own doctors. They have their own doctors that they work with. You don't just go to Kenyatta National Hospital ati unasema nimekujia medical. No, they send you to their own doctors. Yeah. Now there is a fee there. You have to pay money for that. And then there was a certificate of good conduct. Hiyo sijui ilikuwa inaendewa wapi, but I remember that's what we did. Mnaendea your certificate of good conduct kuonyeshana you're not a robber or whatever you don't have a bad record. So unaendea your certificate of good conduct, and then you go for your medical, and then now you go to the American Embassy for your interview. Okay? Unaenda American Embassy for your interview. Now, I have never had anybody mwenye amenyimwa visa ya hiyo interview. I've never had. Mimi mwenyewe elimu sijaisikia. Unless it happens, I've never had anybody ati amenyimwa hiyo umenyimwa visa. You cannot be denied because you are selected through a visa lottery program. So you're guaranteed ati utapata hiyo visa. Sawa. Ukifika sasa, ukiondoka sasa huko, yeah? Ukiondoka sasa Kenya ukuje to the US, you get received by the family yenye unakaa nao. Okay, you get received by the family yenye unakaa nao. Again, it is a process. Lazima upate what you call a social security number, which is a card. It's a blue card that enables you to find a job. That is your license for you to get a job in America. So without a social security number, huwezi pata kazi. Okay, now kuna ujanja inafanyika hapa. Kuna ujanja. Kuna watu wanakuja na wanapata kazi chini ya maji. Lakini it's very risky. Ukipatikana shauri yako. Of course, people have devised ways of surviving. Masurvivor ni wengi, mahasla ni wengi. Huwezi kuja huku kaa hivyo. So kuna hiyo card ya social security number and then you can go for classes. Watu wengi ambao wanatoka Kenya, they go for classes za nursing. The lowest class inaitwa certified nursing assistant. Hiyo inakufunza, when you go to that class, you're taught how to take care of elderly people, watu wenye wana disabilities, developmental delay, disabilities of all manner of kinds. It's a class that takes about 4 or 5 weeks. Ukifanya hapo ka class, and a lot of Kenyans go through that. A lot of Kenyans go through that. Hiyo inakupatia guarantee ati utapata job. There are so many companies that hire those certified nursing assistant, ama ingine inaitwa home health aid, HHA. Hiyo inakufunza, you don't just go kuosha shushu huko, even though there are some private pay people that will pay you uwasaidie kazi za nyumba, lakini huku you go through a class, a rigorous class, na unafunzwa mambo hayo, kupeana dawa, kuwaosha, kufanya mambo, whatever it is that they need for you to do for them. So those are the jobs that people start from, like way down over there. Just because you are a banker in Kenya does not guarantee you ati utakuja huku upate kazi kwa bank. My friend, utajua hujui. Utajua hujui. Ati just because you are a hotel manager in zinaitwa nini hizi hotels Nairobi, these big hotels, New Stanley. Ati ukuja sasa na CV ya Kenya upate a hotel management job. I have never heard of anybody who was a hotel manager akakuja akakuwa hotel manager hapa. No, you don't start from there. Everybody, or rather most of the people, start from scratch. Now, unless you're a qualified doctor, unless you're a nurse, unless you're a medic, a pharmacist, or whatever, such people can challenge the board exams depending on the state yenye wameenda. Say for instance, kama umekuja hapa Washington and you are a nurse, ulikuwa nurse Kenyatta, ama ulikuwa nurse Pumwani, ama ulikuwa nurse Nairobi Hospital or Nairobi Women, ama Coptic. You may be asked to challenge the exam ya USA, na ukipita sharp unaingia orientation na unaanza kazi ya hiyo nursing. So those courses are very, very advantageous. Nyinyi wenye mko Kenya, those of you that are in Kenya, encourage your daughters, encourage your people wafanye kazi nini nursing, waende KMTC. It is only those ones that I know that you can go directly and work in a hospital. Yeah, of course, you're going to go through some training. You can't just go at ufanye kazi. Uta have to challenge the exam, board, because there is a board exam. Yeah, there is the state exam, na kuna the board exam, I think, inaitwa NCLEX. Ukipita hiyo NCLEX, unaweza ingia ndani uanze kufanya kazi. So those medical courses, hizo za healthcare, a doctor, a nurse, hizo, those ones I guarantee you, hizo ukienda ufanye the state board exam, upite, utapata kazi. Utapata kazi. You don't have to start from scratch. Haya, wengine walikuwa naniuliza, what about if I was a lawyer in high court? My friend, the laws in Kenya and the laws of the US are different. Kwa hivyo huwezi pata kazi ya lawyer. No. I had a friend who's a lawyer. I had a friend who's a lawyer, an advocate. In fact, he has his own advocate office or whatever. And he came here via a green card, and he thought he was going to get into law. No, the laws are different. Hata wewe mwenyewe utajiambia, wait a minute, laws za Kenya na laws za USA are not the same. So kuangalia kaona sasa kuingia in law school, he'll spend another like 5 or 6 years. And he was living a better life in Kenya because he was making a lot of money. He was making a lot of money as an advocate. Alikuwa na nini yake ya, he's a criminal lawyer. Akadecide hii maisha si yangu. I am going back home. So that guy went back home. Huyo alirudi nyumbani, akaendelea na kazi zake because hataosha manini manguo huku ama he didn't want to start from those low paying jobs. You know, those low paying jobs, because America is a place that can really humble you. Unaweza teremshwa chini sana. You don't care how educated you are. It doesn't matter how educated you are. It don't matter unless you're educated in healthcare. Lakini vitu kama za advocate na some other sijui BCom na nini sijui nini, those ones don't matter. And it don't matter what work you are working. Hata kama ulikuwa a hotel manager, ama ulikuwa unafanya kwa bank, ama ulikuwa unafanya wapi, you're not recognized. Your education is not recognized in America, my friend. You're gonna have to start from scratch. Utaenda chini, and then now you start locating your career from down there. You start coming up. By the way, ukishafika America, hata kupata kazi, pesa ya kwenda shule, it's not that easy. You're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to work hard. Hapa tunalipa bills, tuna watoto, maybe you've relocated with your kids, you have your kids, and then you have the bills to pay, and then on top of that you add that you're gonna go to school. It's not possible until you settle for at least a year or two. At least you have to settle for a year or two. That is why you hear some relatives wametuma watoto wao shule, and then watoto wanashindwa kwenda shule, because the life here is very, very costly. Yeah, you can't go to school and afford to pay for your school fees, or what you call tuition, and then you're able to pay your bills. You cannot do that. It's impossible. Hapo ndipo unasikia mtu anaenda sasa, a kid ana drop out of school, anaenda anaanza kuhustle. On top of that, huyu mtoto ako na watu nyumbani, ako na relatives nyumbani wanamuitisha pesa. Ulienda America, uliacha watoto wenu wakiwa primary school, wako boarding school. Sasa hapo ndipo unaona nao huyu mtoto mwenye mlichangia, muliuza ng'ombe Kenya ndio akuje America asome. My friend, anashindwa na kusoma kwa sababu ya the burdens and the responsibilities zenye ako nazo. Remember, they are still living their life in the USA. They are paying their bills. Wana magari, wana nini, wako na credit card, and they are paying. And then on top of that, madhe anaitisha pesa nyumbani. Tunataka pesa ya rent. Watoto wenu wamefukuzwa shule. So now this kid, unaona, sometimes they take very, very many years by the time now they start going to school. By the time they start going to school, they take a long time. Ama unaona wengine nao wanakuja huku, they keep quiet. Unashindwa, my goodness, niliuza ng'ombe nipeleke Wairimu shule. Na sasa, and then wewe mzazi mwenye uko Kenya, you're thinking that umeuza ng'ombe upeleke mtoto shule, and you are still expecting your kid to support you. Na akikwambia hana pesa, unashikwa na makasiriko. It's impossible. It is impossible to do that. So that is why you see some kids wakifika huku, they decide, you know what, I'm just gonna focus. Nilikuja shule, niingie shule, nimalizane na shule, and then I open my lines of communication with my parents. Because you could go crazy. This is a place where you can go crazy. You're expecting me to support you as my parent and support my siblings back home. Na ninaenda shule. My friend, schools are not cheap. Schools are not cheap here. Yeah? So if you have a relative in the US, mwenye alikuja mtoto, and I'm deviating from the topic. My hair is getting in my eye. That's why. So, uko na mtoto, or you have a cousin, mwenye alikuja America, unafikiria alikusahau. If they're in school, leave them alone and pray for them. Pray for them, wasome, wamalize, and then they'll contact you when they're done. When they have a better education, that can get them a better job. It is impossible to carry your burdens ukiwa nyumbani na yeye mwenyewe ana burdens zake hapa. It's not possible. So I'm gonna keep doing a series of this educative information. I want to thank all of you for joining me tonight. Next time I'm gonna cover on some other things. Wairimu Alfred ameuliza swali hapa. Anauliza nini? Wow, what about course medical engineering? Anything medical, Alfred, anything medical will give you a job. Anything medical in IT, medical in whatever, engineering, medical in whatever, anything medical will give you a job. I guarantee you that with the whole of my heart. I know a guy who came from, he was a pharmacist at Kenyatta National Hospital. He was a pharmacist. Wakapata green card and they relocated with the wife. The guy came, he was less informed, hakuwa ameinformiwa na mtu. Akaenda kuosha masahani. Alienda kuosha sahani in a nursing home ya wazee. Mse anaosha sahani until one time somebody asked him, wait a minute. Alikuwa anaitwa Vincent, wewe ulikuwa unafanya nini wakati ulikuwa Kenya? Asema mimi was a pharmacist. You are a pharmacist? You mean you're a pharmacist? Na unaosha masahani kwa nursing home? No way. Huyo mtu ndiye alishika Vincent mkono, akampeleka. Huyo Vincent akaenda akachallenge the board exam ya pharmacy. I think alisoma for like 3 months. Alisoma at least, he did a class for 3 months. And then he challenged the board exam ya pharmacy. Guess what? He passed. He hit that thing and passed. Today, as we speak, that guy moved to a different state. He moved to Oregon. And he's making a lot of money. So anything medical, Alfred, I tell you, you will get a job. Hear me and hear me well. So those of you that are wanting to come to the USA, lean towards medicine. Anything medicine will get you a job. Mnasikia? Haya. The last thing I want to address is which states are good. For me, I would recommend states in the West Coast. State kama hii yetu ya Washington, jobs ni mingi, and then business opportunities are so many. So many. There's so many Kenyans that are business owners in Washington. Watu walikataa kwenda shule wakafungua biashara. So many people are business women. Wengine wamama hata hawana meno na wako na mabiashara zao hapa US, hapa Washington. This is the only state I know. This is the only state I know that you can thrive in business, Washington State. Then there's a lot of jobs in Washington State. And then these Kenyans that have businesses, hata ikiwa huna hizi documents za kufanya kazi, wengine watakuingisha huko uwafanyie kazi. Let's say for instance umekuja kutembea miezi 2. Kuna Wakenya wengi sana huku wana hizi businesses, different kinds of businesses. Na wengine, if you have a relative mwenye anaweza ongea na Mkenya mwenzake hapo, anaweza kufichanisha huko uende ufanye kazi. That is why people in Washington, it's very hard to hear that somebody doesn't have a job in Washington. Na nasema Washington because that's where I live. Haya, there's another place called Oregon. Oregon is also another place. It's another state. Oregon is another state. Yenye has a lot of jobs. Kenyans are migrating to Oregon like no business. Kenyans are moving to Oregon. You can go to school in Oregon. You can have a business in Oregon. And you can live a comfortable life in Oregon. Places like California are very, very, very expensive. New York, very expensive. Oh my goodness. Washington is expensive, but it's manageable. People live here. Hey, I've lived here for over 20 years. They manage in Washington, but California and New York, they are beautiful places, but very, very, very expensive. Easy areas zingine kama East Coast, unless you have family and there's a lot of schooling. If you want to go to school directly, places like East Coast, there are so many schools where Kenyans and other foreigners and immigrants can go to school. Hapa Washington might be a little tricky kuingia shule because of the waiting list. Kama ni hiyo nursing ama anything to do with medicine and medical stuff, there's a humongous waiting list. Oh my God, people wait. Kuingia to nursing, you can wait for 4 or 5 years. It's not, there's always a huge waiting list. Sasa wenye wanataka kusomea vitu kama nursing, they go to other states, wanasoma alafu wanarudi. Okay, yes, there is, my cousin always tells me, tell me, thanks very much, awesome. So I hope I have answered the question. I really want to wrap this up. I will do another program, so please share this broadcast. I know it's going to help 1 or 2 people, some of you that are watching me that want to migrate here. This is very good, important information that sisi wenyewe hatukuambiwa. Yeah? Unakuwa confused for a whole year. Lakini now with this information, it's going to be available. If you have any questions, drop them there on the comments and I will address every question that you have, that you need to know. How do I come there? Nini? Nifanye nini kifika huko? Ask those questions and I will use those questions as topics for the next program. So thank you so much for watching me. Today we were talking about green card. Ukifika hapa, the process, how you go around it and how you go about it. You can go back and watch this video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, spread it around, share it with your friends who want to migrate here. I will share as much information as I can to help you. All right? So thank you so much for tuning in. May the Lord bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.